Janos Ader is a Hungarian politician and lawyer who has been the president of Hungary since the 10th of May 2012. Previously he served as the Speaker of the National Assembly of Hungary from 1998 to 2002 and Deputy Chairman of the European Parliament Committee on the Environment, Public Health and Food Safety from January to May 2012. Janos Ader was born into a Roman Catholic family in the small town of Csorna in Győr-Moson-Sopron County, the son of shop assistant Janos Ader, Sr., and accountant Teresia Zarbo, who worked for the local hospital and retired from there as Deputy Director for Financial Affairs. Ader grew up in his hometown and completed his elementary studies there. Beginning in 1978, he studied law for 5 years at the Faculty of Law and Political Sciences at Eötvös-Loránd University in Budapest. From 1986 to 1990, he was a research fellow at the Hungarian Academy of Sciences Sociological Research Institute. By the late 1980s, Ader had joined the nascent Fidesz, a liberal democratic party at the time. Serving as a party legal expert, he became a member of the opposition roundtable talks that negotiated an end to single-party rule in Hungary in 1989. Ader began his national political career during this transition to democracy, serving as the leader of Fidesz's national campaigns during the 1990 and 1994 parliamentary elections and as an MP from 1990 to 2009. During his 12-year parliamentary tenure, Ader served in a variety of leadership roles. From the 9th of September 1997 to the 17th of June 1998 he served as Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. And, during the first Orbán government, as Speaker of the National Assembly. With Fidesz in opposition after the 2002 election, Ader led the Fidesz caucus opposition. Ader ran successfully as a candidate during the 2009 European parliamentary election and consequently resigned from the Hungarian parliament. On the 23rd of January 2012, he was elected a deputy chairman of the European Committee on the Environment, Public Health and Food Safety. In 2011, following Fidesz's supermajority victory at the Hungarian polls 1 year earlier, Ader helped draft legislation modifying Hungary's judiciary and electoral laws. The former was challenged before the European Court of Justice. On the 16th of April 2012, Ader was selected by the majority of the parliament and became the new president of Hungary after the resignation of Pál Schmidt. He was elected on the 2nd of May to a 5-year term by a vote of 262 to 40. And assumed office on the 10th of May 2012. He is consequently the first president to hold that office since the new Hungarian constitution took effect on the 1st of January 2012. Janos Ader met Shimon Peres at a working dinner in Jerusalem on the 15th of July 2012 and invited the Israeli president for an official visit to Hungary. Ader told that their conversation had focused on deepening scientific cooperation between the two countries, in which Hungary could benefit from Israel's experience in areas such as farming and water management. On the 16th of July, he told a commemoration of Raoul Wallenberg in the Knesset that the Holocaust is the tragedy of mankind without parallel. He said the rise of antisemitism in several countries in Europe had been discussed. He said, adding that steps against such phenomena must be taken together. Later, the Simon Wiesenthal Center asked Ader in an open letter sent to MTI to help bring alleged Nazi war criminal Laszlo Csik to justice as quickly as possible. Ader said Hungary's new constitution guarantees constitutional rights and catered for fourth-generation human rights in his address of the 67th session of the UN General Assembly in New York City on the 25th of September 2012. These include Article P, which states that natural resources, especially the farmland, forests and the drinking water supplies, the biodiversity, in particular native plant and animal species, and the cultural assets shall form part of the nation's common heritage. The state and every person shall be obliged to protect, sustain and preserve them for future generations. He mentioned especially the water supply, and how short-sighted and irrational it was the way we pollute our waters. Ader also told Hungary has taken active part in the work of the UN's Friends of Water Working Group. Hungary hosted a conference on water and sanitation in Budapest in 2013. He sent the election procedures bill to the Constitutional Court for preliminary legal review on 6 December 2012, he stressed in a statement that the bill passed by Parliament on the 26th of November guarantees free and democratic elections. On the 3rd of January 2013, the court ruled that the law curtailed voting rights to an unjustifiable degree, due to the fact that the requirement for voters to register prior to going to the polls applies to every voter. As a result, until Rogan announced the government will not introduce voter pre-registration in the 2014 parliamentary election. On the 13th of March 2013, Ader said he would sign the controversial Fourth Amendment to Hunger